Welcome to the narrative mindset. Stop reacting, start responding. How to become the author of your own life. Have you ever found yourself in the middle of a heated argument, saying something you immediately regretted, only to think, why did I just say that? We've all been there, whether it's snapping at a partner, losing your cool in traffic, or firing off a defensive email. We often live our lives on autopilot. We encounter a trigger and boom, the reaction fires before our conscious brain even has a chance to log in. But here's the truth. Your reactions aren't hardwired. They're habits. And like any habit, they can be rewritten. Today, we're talking about moving from being a passive reactor to becoming the author of your own reactions. The gap is where your power resides. Viktor Frankl, the psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor, once wrote, "Between stimulus and response, there's a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom." Most of us live our lives without that space. We perceive a stimulus, an insult, a stressful deadline, a messy room, and we instantly tether it to a response: anger, anxiety, or frustration. To become the author of your life, you have to widen that gap. You have to learn how to hit the pause button before the automatic response takes the wheel. Steps to moving from automatic to intentional. If you're tired of feeling like a victim to your own emotions, here's how you start reclaiming the narrative. Becoming an observer of your triggers. You can't change what you don't notice. For the next 3 days, start tracking your autopilot moments. What triggers your defensive side? Is it feeling unheard? Is it being interrupted? Is it a specific tone of voice? When you identify your triggers, you stop being a victim of them and start becoming a student of them. You begin to notice the physical sensation, the tight chest, the heat in your face, the shallow breath, before the explosion happens. Introduce the micropause. The next time you feel that physical trigger, give yourself permission to do nothing. Don't speak, don't type, just breathe. Taking 3 deep, intentional breaths works physiologically to claim your nervous system. It sends a message to your brain that you aren't in immediate physical danger, which allows your prefrontal cortex, the logic based part of your brain, to come back online. Ask the author's question. In that gap, ask yourself one question: what do I want the outcome of this interaction to be? If you're arguing with your spouse, is the desired outcome to win and hurt them, or is it to create understanding and solve the problem? When you keep the desired result in mind, you move from being a reactor who is focused on getting even to an author who is focused on building the life you want. You are not your emotions. One of the biggest breakthroughs you will ever have is realizing that you are the observer of your emotions, not the emotions themselves. You can feel anger without being angry as a person. You can feel fear without being a coward. When you start choosing your responses, you aren't suppressing your feelings. You're processing them with intention. You're taking the pen out of your hands of your subconscious habits and placing it firmly back into your own. The challenge for this week. This week, I want you to pick one scenario where you actually react automatically. Maybe it's the way you handle your commute or how you respond to criticism at work. When that trigger hits, I want you to literally stop, take 3 breaths, and then choose your response. It won't be perfect every time, and that's okay. Becoming the author of your own life isn't about being a robot, it's about having the freedom to choose who you want to be in every single moment. That's it for this episode. If you like this episode, leave a comment.